What happened, Dan? Danny?
Lance, how are you?
We're good.
Viewers, how you doing?
Hello, viewer. Welcome back.
You all right, mate?
Yeah, no, I've got a throat in me frog.
Throat in your frog. Very good, very good. In a packed programme tonight?
We've got a program. Viewer, forgive us. We're going to tease you for a little while. There's something happened at this club last weekend. Can't say anything about it.
It was big.
But who did it involve? No names.
No names. One of England's leading ever wicket takers.
Cricketing royalty.
Cricketing royalty. Yeah.
In fact, I don't think there comes any bigger than cricketing royalty that we saw.
Not much.
On this very ground.
On this very ground.
Bowled a little bit.
And you had a word with him, didn't you?
I had a chat with this person.
We'll say no more because it's embargoed. Maybe in a couple of weeks' time we can reveal a little bit more. So stay tuned.
This will bring them in, Dan.
He'll tell his mates.
Oh, yeah, mate.
But we have. It's interesting, because we have. I don't know if you know, viewers. We each year we create a yearbook, which is available online, and you can see it. It's not this year's one isn't out yet. It'll be out probably in a couple of weeks' time.
It's with the printer.
It's not quite with the printer, but it's
Origination.
It's with Origination. That's my wife Lisa's doing it. So that's in the works. But one of the things we're featuring, because it's our centenary year, not the club centenary, but centenary being on this ground, the old sawmill. And one of the things I featured is the famous people who've been to this ground.
Oh, nice.
And there's the one that we can't mention. Yeah. But there's others that are equally as famous. I'll just tease with a couple.
Yeah.
One is George Michael. George Michael has been to this ground. Who's he?
Which George?
He's a sort of
young person's
popular music artist.
Yes, okay.
So George Michael's been here.
Yes.
With a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Now that is a bit of a revelation.
There you go.
Yeah.
Viewing figure peak.
Yeah, absolutely. Who else has been here? One of the greatest batsmen of all time, the little master Sunil Gavaskar has been here.
One of the greatest Conservative MPs and Prime Ministers.
John Major has been here. Yeah. Anyway, that's so
nice.
Look out for that. We'll tell you when it's available. It'll be in about 2 weeks' time, and you'll be able to download it and have a look at it.
Yes.
So that's exciting.
Indeed. So plenty. But tonight there's a couple of things. I don't know if you can see this.
Just the tip of it, I think.
There's a range of new benches, everybody, adorning Sanderson's corral here. New bench work around here.
We've raided B&Q.
Yeah.
Someone has.
It looks like, or a pub down the road.
They're brand new look.
These are magnificent.
Aren't they magnificent?
So you'll see more of them as the night unfolds. But no, in a packed programme tonight, we're going to talk about the oddities of cricket, including strange cricket grounds.
Right.
Strange critical injuries and restrictions, physical maladies.
Players with some kind.
Not what we called it earlier.
No.
Cricketers with physical issues that might restrict their.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, we got
a couple of them.
Yeah.
Me and you, for instance.
What's age? You can't go on age.
And height, is that one?
Height, yeah.
Height's one.
Yeah.
And the other one, I think, if we got time, umpires. Odd umpires.
Very good.
Got one.
Good. All right.
So let's start. But before that, league cricket starts here on Saturday.
It does. Yes.
But that's small beer compared to what else starts.
Well, but let's just do the league. I mean, first game of the league season starts Saturday. We've got the twos are here at home. The ones are away at Alanians. I'm not sure where I'm going to go yet, but one of those games will be filmed. So that's exciting. But of course, the actual league season is one thing, but the fantasy league season is a different
main course.
The main course, and that starts 2 weeks later. We'd like to give you 2 weeks to have a look at some of the players. We'll see who's in, who's around, who's in form. See if anyone turns up. There is a slight availability issue at the moment. And what are you looking at? Come on, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. God,
people in the studio.
Yes, no, it's all right. They can't hear it. So, fantasy cricket season. The first match is the 24th of May, which just so happens to be my birthday, but let's not worry about that. and you can go to the link below and you can sign up and get everything ready.
Yes.
So, and we said we put the price up to £12 rather than £10. The prize is a massive stash of centenary goodies.
Merch.
A big goodie bag of merch.
We've had to put the prices up because clearly our utility bill has gone up.
It has.
So it just, it's just our direct cost prices increase. So we've had to make that slight increase. But the
Not our
rewards,
cost, it all goes into the club,
I thought it went into our pockets.
No, I'm sorry.
This
I'm
stuff
sorry.
we're not we're not recompensed.
No, I'm afraid not. I'm afraid not.
I might be off then. Bar that new contract coming in.
If the ratings go mad, right?
Yes.
There might be a little bit of
Double figures, you mean?
Yeah. We might be able to afford a pint each at the end of the season.
Okay. Right. So yeah, fantasy cricket, folks, all good fun, and come up with those silly names. I remember one.
There's some good
Mine
names.
was called Pasty one year.
And that's silly, is it?
Well, it stood out on the big list of how many teams?
Oh, we normally get about 100.
Oh, okay, 100.
Well, you normally get about 150, but only 100 bloody pay. I'm going to be a bit stricter this season, viewers. So
Yes.
anyone that signs up, they've got to pay, otherwise their team will be removed.
Yes. And my first team was called No Carrots, I think,
Carrots.
which is a no-no when you're making a pasty.
Oh, when you're making a pasty.
Yeah.
Turnips, isn't it?
Well, that's what we
Sweets.
use. Yeah,
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Anyway, good. Fantasy.
That's good.
Yeah.
Fantasy is
Sign
back.
up. It'll be
back.
fun.
I've played cricket for a number of years, so have you.
Yes.
And we can talk. What do you want to do? What order do you want? Do you want odd grounds?
I think put it all in one lovely melting pot. Odd
No,
things,
salad bowl.
grounds, a salad bowl. A salad bowl of oddity.
SBO.
An SBO, a salad bowl of
There you
oddity.
go. You can have that.
You can have that.
All right then. I want to start off with an umpire that I want to do. So when I first started playing cricket at the top level in Cornwall.
Top level.
I ended up after the first year I went to Camborne Cricket Club and I only got in the twos, but the first year I started playing I was 15 and I played for a team called South Crofty Cricket Club. That was the name of the tin mine in which I was born.
You're born in a tin mine.
That's why I'm so short. I was hitting the bloody tin off the roof.
So your growth was stunted.
That's right. I was in the dark.
Headed
Nothing.
hitting the top of the mine.
That's what it's about. Yes. Look.
Anyway, come on. You're making me laugh.
So,
that never happens usually. Normally
So
fake
anyway,
it.
so we were a merry bunch of playing in some Cornish League cricket. It was great. I was 15 and learning the ways.
Yeah.
And our umpire at the time, I don't know if I can name him. Poor chap won't be with us anymore.
Won't be with us, will he?
Michael Evans. He was one of those
really
chaps
unusual name.
in Cornwall.
Wait a minute.
Well, he was the only Michael Evans in Cornwall. But he was one of those chaps, bless him, that did everything at this small club.
Yeah. We got a couple of
Treasurer,
those.
secretary, and umpire. But the great thing about Michael was he was fastidious in his officiating and his umpiring duties. So he had a long draping white coat.
Yeah.
But
One of those that went all the way down to.
Yeah. There was one
lovely,
of them.
Lovely.
One of those. But the poor chap had this malady. He had a very stooped back. So he would be stood up umpiring at the bowler's end, and you were batting, and you think he's not even looking at me. The thing he was good at was watching for no balls, because the poor fellow was like this and he could hardly get his neck up to see anything.
But if you bowled a no ball, he'd have you.
Yeah, exactly that. So nobody was ever giving out LBW.
Brilliant. All right, that's lovely.
So that was good old Michael.
I've got you've just reminded me. I've got an umpire one. It's an umpire we had at Sanderstead, a chap called Pop Millen. He was called Pop Millen because his son was Derek Millen, who played for the club. I think.
He played for Palace. Wasn't he the Millen who
yes,
managed Crystal Palace?
Well, I don't know if he met, but he was definitely something at Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
Anyway, Pop was his dad, and Pop was an umpire. He's a good old boy, but he could be quite sort of irascible. And I remember one game in particular. Roger Wallbank was keeping wicket. And they had this stumping chance. Pop Millen was at square leg.
Oh yeah.
Big shout from Roger, and Pop Millen goes, "Not out, you're too slow." which
That's
was great.
good.
And then in the same game, someone hit the ball out, again it was at square leg, someone hit the ball around at square leg and they went off for a single.
Yeah.
And he had one of those long coats on. He used to have big wide flares. And no, the ball got sort of caught up in his flares.
Ran 5. Trying to retrieve it. He was assaulted 3 times trying to retrieve
Absolutely, yeah, dear old Pop. Anyway, yeah,
No,
so that's umpires.
I think.
Got any more?
Oh yeah, but I think the thing is with umpires. I mean, we got a few here now as we speak.
Oh, we have, haven't we?
You know?
Yeah. There's strange
Should we
ones,
name
aren't
names? Derek Rushford. Del, I knew you were watching
Del.
this one.
Del.
But bless you, you gave me out correctly last week.
What was it like this? That's how he gives you out.
Go on. It's dismissive.
Dismissive,
Excuse the
yes,
pun.
yes.
But yeah, he was dismissive in his dismissal of me. But yeah, and you know what? Umpires, whenever they're wrong, they're always right.
They're always right, yeah.
Even when they're wrong,
they're right.
They're right, because they're umpires.
Yeah, absolutely.
Listen to that, youngsters, and be respectful of
Yes.
all umpires.
Yes, like we are.
Yeah, like we are. But no, all good fun. I'm trying to think of some grounds I played on, or indeed a ground that had some oddity about it.
Well, we talked about Gumley Cricket Ground a few weeks ago.
Just remind me, I've
Well, it
forgotten
has sort of
already.
big bomb craters and a road straight across it.
Oh yeah.
But we've done that.
The one ground that I recall that was the most slopey was probably Brook.
Brooks slopey, but only from the back bit. Yeah.
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 But of course, wasn't there an incident where a car drove across the ground one day?
Possibly.
Yeah.
I
I think I think I was playing in that. This guy just.
Was that you turning up?
No, not at all. Probably.
So
somebody
ground,
wanted-
we're not doing very well on grounds, but I think
No.
we've done grounds before, I think. So viewers, if you've got any odd grounds
Yeah.
that you'd like to report in,
Indeed.
then do so.
Okay.
It reminds me, I do want to start looking at comments on all the videos, and I think we should have a feature which is sort of comment of the week.
Yeah.
We do get some funny ones, some very, very funny people out
Correspondence
there. So
of the
keep
week.
the comments coming through, and I'll start to mention some.
Yeah.
'Cause there's some really, really funny things. over the
You
years.
tell me off because I'm quite remiss at commenting back.
Yeah.
And people say,
No,
"Oh,
no,
did he
you're
play
never
for
there. You're never
Troon?"
there.
There was a fellow there last week. He said, "Oh, I love the way Lance said ass. I was describing a donkey.
Yes.
And I called it an ass.
Yes.
Now, because of my pronunciation and my Cornish roots,
Yes.
we say ass, not an ass.
Okay.
Well, you're from Leicestershire. You wouldn't
Leicestershire,
say.
yeah, but I've lost the accent. So I've got a player that had quite an oddity. It's a chap called again Leicestershire, Bilston Cricket Club. Hello, Bilston, lovely. They've got a lovely ground, quite sort of bit of slopey on it. No, that's not the point. Their keeper. This is when I was a kid. So this is going to be in the late 70s, early 80s. Their keeper was a chap. I think he was called Johnny Bolter. And he was
JB.
JB. He was a legend in the circuit.
in Bilston.
No, honestly, he was a legend in the Leicestershire village cricket circuit.
I think everybody
He was he was a wicket keeper, but he had 2 false legs. And
Really?
didn't wear pads. Right?
Stop it.
No, honestly.
Come
'cause
on.
It weren't big.
I'll get in trouble for this.
Why? But I tell you what, he stood up to everything.
Are you sure he was standing up?
He had fake legs. False legs. He stood up to everything, and he was.
What about
he was,
bouncers?
he didn't get. Well, no, he did get them. He couldn't really jump, but he put his hand up. And there weren't that many quickies in those days. But anyway, no. But he was brilliant. He was so quick. I mean, he was a brilliant
Really?
keeper.
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
were
yeah.
at your ground, you were
Good
gone.
night.
You were gone. Good night.
You're not.
Vienna.
He never had the umpire saying you're not quick enough.
No, absolutely.
Not too old.
Yeah, no,
JB.
Johnny Bolter, JB. Yeah. So
Take it to
that's
the-
Johnny Bolter. If anyone remembers Johnny Bolter from Bilston, I think that was the name.
Yeah,
Correct me if I'm wrong, but
What year? This was
I say late 70s, early 80s when I would. But he was quite an old boy then, so he would probably.
What were you? 30, 35 then?
No, I was probably about 15.
Oh, was you?
In the late 70s, yeah. Johnny Bolter was probably about 40 or something.
Going back to that cricket club I played in. So,
Come on, get a grip.
We had a fella, bless him. He might even be still alive, and if you are, Kunji,
Well done.
yeah, well done, Kunji Bill. So we're talking 1974, 75 now.
It was still 15 years ago.
Kunji Bill. Billy, I think he actually worked at the mine in the maintenance department. He caught his bloody arm in a lathe, poor fella.
Really?
Mangled it right up.
Yeah.
But he was a damn good cricketer. But the thing was, when he batted, he had
Get
this.
done for throwing.
He had this deformed,
Really?
stunted arm, mangled up thing, and a couple of fingers on the end that he would hold the bat with his two fingers left on one on his left arm, and all of his. He scored a load of runs.
Yeah, no, I can imagine.
And old Kunji, bless him, his boy played as well, Billy. That was the perhaps the most
unfunny one.
Irrelevant.
No, that was good. That was irrelevant. Yeah, good.
Yeah. And again, our viewers will probably know others as well.
They will, yeah. So send us in your little tales.
Yeah.
Of
cricketing maladies.
Cricketing maladies. Yeah.
Well, that'd be
absolutely.
Right. Yeah. You and I played golf yesterday.
We did.
Okay, viewer. What handicap do you think Dan plays off? No. Higher. No.
Keep going.
Go think bigger proportion. Yeah, 25.
25 and proud.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
We had a lovely day
Never
up at Farley. No, he just turns up. He turned up yesterday and he nailed his
See-ball,
drive.
hit ball.
I'm, practicing.
You play off 8.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have done yesterday.
No, I shouldn't have. Danny got 40 points.
40 points.
Hainsey of this parish got 39 points. Pulfers with the great Buffon.
With the Buffon, yeah.
Do you think
he hit the ball a bloody long way when he hit it.
33 points, and I got
Sometimes
30.
straight.
It was
You
awful.
were terrible. And you were my playing partner.
Yeah, and we lost 3 and 2.
Yeah. Whose fault was that?
Yeah, you carried me for.
Yeah.
But not far enough. So we had a lovely game of golf.
That's my best ever round at Farley.
Yeah.
Not 93, no blobs. Anyway, enough of that. But it was fun.
Our friends at Farley are good to us, and we always put
It's a great golf course. Anyway, if you're in the area, you want to play golf somewhere, go to Farley. Honestly,
Please.
It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Get contact with us, and we'll see what we can do on the rates, mates.
Steady.
Yeah. As we speak, the 3s, 4s, 5s, and youngsters are in the nets.
Yeah.
It's a buzz of activity here because Tuesdays is 1s and 2s. The ladies are here. They played Monday.
Yeah.
The kids are here Thursday, Friday nights.
Yeah.
Saturday is 4 league games.
Yeah.
If we can get a team out.
And Sunday is you turn out on a Sunday.
Yeah, not this week. I'm back in the old country.
Quite a few people like the Coley cam. Not that it was a cam.
Yeah.
On Sunday, we had him mic'd up, but it didn't quite work. We had some technical issues. And in fact, I don't think we've got the right equipment because whilst he's there on the field with a mic, I'm on the boundary filming with a mic. I could hear what you were saying, although I couldn't on Sunday because I didn't have my earphones in, but you couldn't hear what I was saying, so we couldn't communicate. It was a complete shambles. But we started something, and so if anyone, we need some kit, we need something that you can wear that you can actually hear. So if you know of anything, viewers, then send us a link to something on Amazon.
Just send us some kit.
Or send us some
That'll
kit.
be better.
Yeah.
If you're Samsung or Sony, other brands available, Canon.
Send us a freebie and we'll give you a mention.
Yeah, that's right. If you're not one of those 3 already.
Dear.
Yeah, but I mean, that could be innovative. I think they might start doing this on TV.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
they could copy what we're
no
doing.
one filmed cricket before we started it.
You invented it. Well, you were groundbreaking.
Oh, well, only vintage
come on,
cricket.
it's for others to judge. But you did. You started a revolution, and look at this club because of it.
Yeah, it's going down the street.
Going down the YouTube.
Oh dear, no, it's great.
Is there anything? I'm going off piece now, Danny.
I think we're good, unless you've got anything.
I just wanted to say musically. Is there any bands you've seen recently or going to see?
Well, I am going to see. I might, if I can get a ticket, I might go see Robin Ford at the Islington Assembly Rooms tomorrow evening. He's a very, very, very good sort of American jazz blues guitarist.
Oh, really?
And then Stephen Wilson is at the Palladium next week on whichever day it is, Monday or Tuesday. Monday, I think.
So here's the chasm between Dan's musical knowledge and mine. Oh, Stephen Wilson.
Yeah, he's a sort of modern prog genius. Yeah. Porcupine Tree was his band.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Was he ever in Jethro Tull?
No, but he has done all the remastering of all their albums.
I thought I knew him. Yeah. Yes. There's a film that Dan and I love to watch. It's called School of Rock. We watch it together once a week at least, and it's got Jack Black who plays this this
sure
kind of
they've seen it.
bizarre music teacher. It's genius. But there's a scene in it. Jack is written up on
He's got the history
he's
of
got the
music.
history of music on it,
Yeah.
and you've
So
looked at
I
it, you've
looked at
paused it.
I paused it and go, this is actually really good.
Yeah, that's right. It's accurate.
Incredibly accurate.
It's, you know, a great.
which is unusual, you know, they don't always get those things
Yeah.
right.
So look out for that, folks.
Brilliant.
Right.
It's getting cold.
It's one hit
time to
wonder.
go.
We've done it again, Dan.
Done it
no
again.
swearing.
No
No
I don't think
nudity.
so. No,
Nothing.
No nudity. No. Thank God for that.
Nothing. And why not?
Yeah. So all we've got to do now is to say cheerio, and
Whatever that
happens.
means.
So and why not?
See you, viewers.
Bye bye. Then I can fade. You see. I think that might work.
I'm more comfortable winging it now.
Ah, good.